What's up guys, JSQ here and welcome to a Minimap mod showcase which is made by Xaero. It includes a minimap in your top left corner, but you can actually change it further on, which is what I'll show you later on. But you can also add waypoints as well, and it tells you coordinates, the biome you're in. It's got so many options. Let me just go through the option screen here. There's so many options and customization you can do to this. It is amazing. It almost made me lose my breath trying to explain all that. But yeah, it shows you stuff like waypoints, obviously, like I just said. It shows you your latest deaths, and it can show you a lot of other things as well, like the dots and flowers and stuff like that. So yeah. I'm going to start going through these signs because if you can't tell already, these are all the features of this mod. And there's even more because of all them settings I just went through. But yeah, I'm going to tell you right now that this is compatible with another mod called Xaero's World Map. So made by the same person. And this is it. I'm not going to show you much about this because I've got a separate video showing you that. If you want to check it out, it's at the end of this video in the outro. And yeah, it pretty much makes it compatible with the Minimap mod, so you can see just like a larger world map, and you can see all the waypoints you've set in the Minimap mod, which is very cool. But I will be showing you that later on, only a little bit later on, but I'll be showing you the whole thing in the video, so I recommend watching the video for that. But yeah, the aesthetics of this, I'm going to start going through the features now, by the way, for the Minimap mod. The aesthetics of this Minimap mod are absolutely stunning. If you can see the Minimap in the top left, pretty sure you can because I've just zoomed it in a lot. I didn't zoom it in, I've just made it larger. That's what I've done. But you can see the detail of the contouring of all the land. You can see all the trees, you can see all the dots, and you can see all the, water and mountains, and it literally shows you everything, which is very cool. And it runs so smoothly as well, which what I'll show you later on as well. You can just see me zooming in and out of the map. Right now, you can see how smoothly it does it. And normally Minimap mods, the ones I've played anyway, are quite clunky at times. But this one just transitions so well. And I love that. So what I'm going to do now is tell you about the two versions. So when you download this, I'm pretty sure you will after this because it's such an epic mod. And you'll get prompted for the full version or the fair play version. Now, if I were you playing on a single player world by yourself, get the full version. But if you want to play with, I suppose if you want to play with friends as well and you trust them all, then get the full version as well. But fair play version is more for servers and stuff. So pretty much the fair play version, it doesn't display entities or caves. So if you're in cave systems, it won't show you that because it does show you the above ground. But then when you go inside, it'll render a underground system as well for you. But also the entities or caves means that these entities won't show on the minimap. So obviously that cow over there is displaying as that little yellow dot, which is what unhostile mobs are. So that's pretty much that. You got the two color modes, vanilla and accurate. Now what I'm about to show you is actually a setting in the world map mod, which is not actually this mod, but I'm gonna have to show you in the world map because they're compatible. And that's why it's showing up, because I've got both the mods installed. So if you go into your minimap settings, which I've got binded to my left open bracket key, you can see in here that you've got the block colours set as world map. So that'll take you straight to the world map settings. But if you don't have the world map, you can just set it here. This is what you'll get. This is the world map settings. You'll get accurate or vanilla. As you can see, I've switched it to vanilla. My minimap now in the top left has actually turned into more vanilla colours, so more old school look. So I suppose some people may want that if they want a bit more old schooliness in it. And also if we switch it back to accurate, it pretty much is very accurate. What I'm trying to tell you is if you got like another resource pack running, I don't know if this will work. They're all incompatible. Well done me for not planning that. But if you've got another one that changes the colours and block textures, it'll show up on the minimap as well, which is pretty cool. So, like I've been telling you before, compatible with Xaero's world map. So, yeah, that's been covered. And these yellow dots and white dots, this is fully customizable, which I'll show you in a sec. But it shows you stuff like the colour, well, it shows you where mobs are, players, and you can also change it to the player heads rather than the colour of the dot. So, it'll be going around with my big head here with the balaclava on the bottom, looking like a burglar or a robber. But yeah, other things such as other entities like item frames, such and such, it's going to show it in a purple dot. But you can change this by going to Entity Radar in the settings. You can see the players are set to white, other teams are set to the player colour, friendly mobs set to yellow, hostile mobs set to dark red, items are set to red. And I'm going to show you a little example of this. So if I just got an item throw it on the floor, you can see it's set to red there. And you can also spawn in a zombie, which I don't recommend doing, and that'll be in dark red. As you can see, I should put it over there so you can see it. No, my waypoint's in the way now. What am I doing? Put it there. You can see it's in dark red now. And also them white, yellow. I'm colourblind. Them yellow dots are... Why is it gone a different colour? Them yellow dots are other mobs like not hostile ones, cows, pigs, ones that don't attack you. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. I suppose I could put an item frame down somewhere. Like that. You can see it's shown up in purple on the minimap. So that's pretty much the dots, and that can be very informative if I can get my word out. And that is in the full version. That will not be in the fair play version, I don't believe. So yeah, a lot of this stuff is the full version, so that's why I'm showing you it. It shows every feature. Cave maps. So this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So I'm going to head over to my trusty cave over here, which I totally did not build myself, and go inside. So if you keep your eye on the minimap now in the top left, I'll zoom it in a bit. You can see when I go into the cave, it transitions to the cave map. So obviously it's still got a bit of outside view, but you can see that this cave map is cavey. You can see all the systems. So when I was mining through here, I did not have no idea there was lava there. But looking at the minimap, you can see there's lava below you. So if I look down here, you can definitely see there's lava. And it also looks like there's a little ravine somewhere in that direction as well. So this minimap does help when you're mining a lot as well. So that's why I recommend getting this. It's such an informative thing, and you know, it'll make your Minecraft life a lot easier. So yeah. So we'll come back to cave systems in a bit, I believe. But you can bind the minimap to certain items. So the example that Xaero put in his mod post is if you put a certain command into the config file, which I'm not going to show you how to do now because it shows you in the mod post. So just go to that if you want to know how to do it. But say if you've got the minimap binded to your compass, pretty much what will happen is the minimap won't be showing up now if I've got just my hand. But if I selected the compass, the minimap would show up as well. So you could kind of have like a navigation item, which would be pretty awesome to use. I don't know why you'd probably want to do that, but you know, it could make the game a bit more like harder for you, I guess, if you don't want to have the minimap on all the time. Could be useful for mini games, I guess, as well. That's probably a possibility why it was done, which is pretty cool. So like if you've only got the compass in your hand, you can only see the minimap and get information like that, which is probably why he's done it, which is a pretty cool concept. So you can lock your map to north, which is done by just clicking lock north and on. So you can see that the minimap won't move when I'm spinning around. Now, personally, I don't like this myself because I like to know which way I'm facing on the minimap. But you can always see that north will be that way. I suppose it's a good point of navigation as well. But personally, I like to have it... Oh, not that one. I like to have it like this, so a spin. Nice and spinny. So yeah, so as you saw before when I went into the cave, it works underground as well as above ground. I'm pretty sure it'll work in the nether as well. I haven't tried that, but I'm pretty sure it will. You can toggle the chunk grid. So I'm going to show you these two in the same part here. So you can toggle the chunk grid and you can toggle slime chunks. So if we go into our options again, you can see the chunk grid there. We'll set that to a nice red colour and we'll turn slime chunks on as well. So as you can see on the minimap, we've got some nice little checkered squares now. So the red squares just kind of identify a new chunk. That's why you've still got these normal vanilla squares as well that haven't been coloured in, because if it was all red then you would not know what chunks there are. But you can also see these green ones as well, which are quite interesting. That is because I turned the slime chunks on. Now if you guys figure out in normal vanilla without a minimap, slime chunks are pretty hard to find. So as you can see here, you can find that if you had the right conditions, you get slime spawning here. And also on this green one over here where I'm standing now, if you were in, say, this red one, you wouldn't get slime spawning. So you can see straight away it's informing you where slime chunks are, which is very useful indeed if you want to get a slime farm going. So as you can see in, wrong one, you can see that there's a lot of slime chunks nearby. So yeah, I'm going to turn all this off now, by the way, because it doesn't actually make the map look very nice to look at. So I'm going to turn that off. Got to find the off button. There it is. So it's all off now. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So I bet you're wondering when I get to this, all these X's and H's and X's and C's, they are waypoints, and also that latest death thing over there, which was totally, I'm not joking now, that was an actual death. I didn't mean to die, because I tried to jump off there into that lake, but the lake was too short and I just died. So well done me. But yeah, this is the waypoint. So I suppose you want to know how to set a waypoint first before I even tell you anything about them. So that is simply by pressing B on your keyboard, and that'll bring up the waypoint set at your current coordinates. So if I just type current now and set it to, say, green, and then confirm, because the first letter of the current text that I wrote in, it'll set that to C as well. So there you go. You can also change that, but I'll show you how to do that in a sec. So you can view your waypoints now. If you wanted to figure out how to edit them or teleport to them, yes, you can teleport to them, which is probably something you can't do in the Fair Play version, as you probably need certain permissions for it. But if you press U, you can check your waypoints. By the way, everything I'm pressing may be different for you. I have gone with what the mod poster said for some of these, but you can see that the Minimap mod, I think I've only changed the enlarge minimap settings, and quick waypoint keys. The rest of them are pretty how they come on the tin as you download the mod. So yeah, you can set your key bindings as well if they don't work in here. So I'm pretty sure if they don't work, then you need to go and change your key binding. It'll definitely work. I'm pretty sure of that. So yeah, if you just press U, back to where I was before, you can see all the different waypoints that I've set. Latest death, I'm an example. Don't do it, which is that big one over there where you shouldn't jump from. That's how it's got its name, because I died jumping from there. And how did I get here? Current, and we'll get rid of that current one. You can just press delete. That'll get rid of the current one, which was here. So that's now gone. So yeah, I'm going to show you some cool little things if you edit. So it pretty much brings up this familiar screen, which I've just shown you. So you can see this C in front of us. We can change that to J. And then that should change to J. You can also change the colour, such as gold, like that. And you can do a lot of other things like teleport to it. That was a really bad example. I'll teleport to don't do it, which is up here. So obviously, like I said, this may not be in the Fair Play version, because it is quite game breaking if you want to play on a server with other people and mini games. So I don't think this will be in the Fair Play version. But if I just switch to survival now and show you the epic do not do it jump, then I should be able to jump into here and not die. See, that's where I fell short before. Well done me. So yeah, I want to teleport back to which one was it? Current, and it'll take me back here. So obviously the same will work for the others. Let's go to this one and here, and let's go to that one as well, which is pretty much right next to our little, where are we? There. And we'll go back to this one here. So that is the waypoints. You can set a quick waypoint as well. I've key binded mine to the K key, so if I just run along here pressing K and then turn around, you can see I've just set all of those different waypoints. And obviously if you press U, you can go in and change them to what you want later. That's probably a quicker way of doing it, to be honest with you. Personally, I'd do it that way, but I don't know, maybe people like to just be informative straight away. But I guess that has its uses. If you're running away from mobs or you're doing something in a rush, then you can just quickly waypoint something for you. So that'll definitely have its uses in certain situations. So I think that's pretty much covered everything about the waypoints in this. Obviously in-game waypoints, like I said. And also the world map mod, which isn't part of this, but it's compatible. It'll set them waypoints for you as well on there, which is pretty awesome. So coordinates and current biome. The current biome doesn't show when you first load into it, so I'm going to show you how to set that up, but the coordinates do. So these are the two things below the minimap. So you've got my coordinates changing as I move. You've got extreme hills as well, which is the current biome I'm in. So if we go into our settings. So if we go across here, I think it's this one. This will show you the current biome. If you turn that off, you can see my extreme hills text has gone. You can also click on and it'll say extreme hills. You've also got the one on the first page, which is the coordinates, and you can turn that off as well. But I personally recommend having them both on because it's nice to know what biome you're in without going into F3 and all that horrible stuff. So yeah, the next thing, which is probably the last thing, because the last one is just saying it's compatible with this thing, which I'll show you a tiny bit about until I tell you to go and look at the other video. But the minimap resize and position, if you go into your mod options, you can go to edit mode down here, and you can pretty much drag this map around, which is very cool. I've never known a minimap actually you've been able to put where you want on the screen. So we could just put it in the middle there as the center, and click confirm and back, and you can see that the minimap's now in the center, which is pretty cool. If you press N, by the way, that's how I'm enlarging it, so you can see it more. And I've also changed my arrow color to be red. It was black before, so it's quite hard to see. That's why I quickly changed it. I don't know if you saw me do that because I was a ninja doing it. But yeah, if we go back to edit mode, you can choose a preset. So put it back in the top left and confirm. You can also change the map size to what you like. So large might be a good one for you guys as well. So you can also enlarge it to that really large one, which I think is what it was like before. But that is the large view, which I suppose shows a bit more information for you. Also, another thing is if you press I and O, then it will make sure that you zoom in and out. So if I just press N to enlarge the map and click I, it'll zoom me in. Obviously you can change the key bindings for this, so you could use other keys, but this is it by default. If I press I, it'll zoom in. If I press O, it will zoom out. I'm also going to direct you to the other Xaero mods, which are things such as this this world map mod, which is very cool because it's very compatible. It'll show you everything. It also shows you trails of where you've been, but I'm going to show you all that stuff in another video. And obviously you get your different options. If you can see, it's quite hard to see, but if I hover over that, it'll tell me the waypoint name. And if you look at the very bottom of the screen, it shows you things you can do with it. So you can right click to edit. You can teleport to it by pressing T. You can disable it by pressing H, or you can delete by pressing the delete key. But I'm showing you all that in the video, all about that mod. And I'm pretty sure in that video I'll tell you stuff about the minimap as well, because they come as a pair, I believe. Obviously they don't come as a pair, but it's probably a useful thing to have running together. So this has been the minimap mod. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you got any questions, then please drop it in the comments below, and I'll be very happy to help if I can answer them. If not, then I'll probably direct you to Xaero, who is the the mod creator for this mod, as he probably knows a lot more about this mod than me. And yeah, if you haven't already, please drop a like on this video and also hit that subscribe button for more epic content like this. And yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I guess I will see you. That is a really cool thing. Latest death. Also an embarrassing death because I missed the pool. But yeah, thank you so much for watching guys. This has been JSQ, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.